once again. Welcome to Fred's Footy Fest, and today we'll be looking at round 15 of the NRL Premiership. So to kick us off, we have tonight's clash between the Titans and the Tigers. Now last week, the Titans had a close battle with the Rabbitohs, but however, then fell short by 20 odd points. Whereas the Tigers, on the other hand, also had a battle against the Raiders, but fell short by 1 point. This one is going to be a hard match to choose out of, but I think I'll tip the Titans by 6 points. This is because Titans have the least defence in the NRL at the moment, and the Tigers are sitting second last on the ladder. So two teams aren't that very good this year. So the only reason why I'm going to tip the Titans is because it's at Seabus Super Stadium. And David Fafita is out of this one, so Titans are still disadvantaged. So the Tigers can still win this one, but I just think the Titans will win, and they're playing Jaden Campbell at 5'8", so hopefully he can be as good as his dad in this game, and the Titans should get the win. Friday, 6 o'clock, GIO Stadium is a clash between the Raiders and the Warriors. This one is also going to be a tough one to choose out of, but Raiders have their forwards back in the team, and it is Jared Croker's 300th game. So I think out of respect, I'll tip the Raiders. Moving on, 8 o'clock tomorrow night is a clash between Manly and the Dolphins. Now last week, Manly had the bye, whereas the Dolphins unfortunately lost to the Warriors. Now this game is a Manly home game, and honestly, after the Dolphins' performance last week, I think I'm going to have to tip Manly. I think they'll be the better side in this game. And as I said, being at their home game, I think they will really show up and impress their fans. So I think Manly will get the job done. Saturday, 3 o'clock at Netstrata Jubilee Stadium is a clash between the Dragons and the Rabbitohs. Now last week, the Dragons lost to Nathan Cleary-less Panthers. Yep, I think around the 16th minute of the game, Nathan Cleary did his hamstring and he didn't play for the rest of the game. So the Dragons still couldn't beat the Panthers. Whereas the Rabbitohs, on the other hand, had a close battle with the Titans, but managed to dominate them in the second half. So I can easily tip the Rabbitohs. 5:30 Suncorp Stadium is a clash between the Broncos and the Knights. Now last week, the Broncos versus the Sharks, and it was pretty much the game of the round. The Broncos won. They were too good. Whereas the Knights had the bye. But I can only see the Broncos winning this one. It's their home game, and they come off from a win from the Sharks, who are going to be a great side this year. So I think the Broncos will do it too easy for this one. 7:35 Allianz Stadium is a clash between the Roosters and the Panthers. Now we all know what happened last time these two teams versed. It was carnage. The Panthers flogged the Roosters. But this time, their superstar halfback, Nathan Cleary, is out for 6 weeks. Whereas the Roosters, they have Suwali out for this one. But honestly, I think the Panthers can still win this. Jack Cogger is going to be the halfback, and I have heard good things from him. And the duration of the game where Cleary wasn't playing, Jack Cogger actually didn't play too bad. He got a good kick out to Toto, and Toto scored a try. So I think we can all see good things from Jack Cogger while Cleary is not playing. Sunday, 4:05 is a clash between the Storm and the Sharks. Now last week, the Storm were embarrassed by the Cowboys. It was a massive loss, and Storm are sitting in 5th place. So that is telling me bad things about the Storm so far, and there's nothing I can say. I don't think they have the forwards like they used to, and I think because of this they're going to drop out of the top 8, and I think the loss of Ryan Pappenhausen has really done it for the Storm this season. So I'm going to tip the Sharks to this one, and I'm honestly not sure why Melbourne Storm are the favourites. So I'm going to have to tip the Sharks. And speak of which, the Sharks also came off from a loss to the Broncos, but Broncos didn't get flogged by the Cowboys last time I checked. So I think the Sharks should get the job done here. And the final game of the round is on Monday for the King's birthday. It's the Bulldogs and the Eels. Now, last week, the Bulldogs didn't win, whereas the Eels had the bye. So I think that sums it up easy. I'm going to tip the Eels, even though they don't have Dylan Brown. So that's who I'm going to tip for that game. And that's it from me, folks. Tune in next week for some other great games. And we'll have a look at round 16 in a second. It's the Cowboys and the Panthers first up. That'll be a decent game to watch. Knights will play Roosters. Eels will play Manly. Bit of rivalry. Tigers will play the Storm, and the Sharks will play the Bulldogs. And that's it from me, folks. See you next time. Bye.